We continue our colon cancer awareness series with the story of a survivor. Colon cancer is personal to me. Back in 2006, my family was rocked to the core when my dad received his diagnosis. But now he's opening up, hoping that by sharing his story, others will learn from his mistakes. What started out as a typical day on the golf course for my dad, Dr. Greg Murphy, quickly took a turn for the worse back in 2006.
I ended up going home that night, and as I crawled into bed, realized that I felt something on my right side.
The next day, a CAT scan revealed something my dad had never imagined.
He said to me, "It looks like you've got a mass growing in your colon, and it looks like it's colon cancer."
He was immediately taken into surgery. One of his best friends removed the tumor and a section of his colon. A doctor who cared for patients for over 30 years now found himself on the flip side.
The shock value of this took a while to wear off. I was a healthy person, tried to eat right, exercise, do all the things that I had to do, and I really didn't have any other risk factors that I was aware of. So it was kind of a shock, and so at that point, I really kind of wanted someone to take care of me.
Then came the grueling 6 months of chemotherapy.
I think they were the longest 6 months that really that I can remember.
But it was all worth it. My dad has now been cancer-free for 9 years, a huge milestone for colon cancer survivors.
Yes, it is a relief, although to be honest with you, in the profession I work with, I've seen cancers return at stages even later than this. So in a way, you never really kind of let your guard down.
He says positivity, faith, family, good honest doctors, as well as the game of golf was the therapy he needed on his darkest days.
What was interesting is my surgeon, Dr. Beyer, was a golf partner of mine, and we go on golf trips every year, so it was very fortunate that I had him to be able to remove the cancer for me. It made it very personal.
My dad is now a huge advocate for colonoscopies. He didn't go at age 50 like he recommends to his own patients and was diagnosed at 54.
It's really foolish not to have them done. It's the one test that will screen for this and pick it up in its early stages.
Cancer has changed everything about my dad, from the way he treats his patients to the time he spends with family. He is now the true definition of living life to the fullest.
I think for the most part, I don't take anything for granted. I enjoy life and try to enjoy what I have, especially the family that we have together. It's important that you understand once you have this diagnosis, everything seems to change about a lot of things, and you never take things for granted, at least I don't.
Now, because my dad was diagnosed with colon cancer, my brother and I will now have to start getting screened at a much earlier age. Tomorrow is the final part to our colon cancer awareness series. We'll hear from a gastroenterologist who talks about the signs and symptoms of colon cancer, as well as when you should schedule a colonoscopy.